How about this rumor swirling, and apparently is swirling around the trade deadline? And Nick, I'm assuming this player did the exact same workouts you did for your Achilles. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, the Derrick Henry rumors continue. I mean, there's nothing really behind it, right? It's just people talking about where are the fits, what works. But everything, I think RG3 was even beating the drum to it, that what would be a good fit is Derrick Henry. Oh, you guys worried about mileage on him? Have you seen his workouts, by the way? Like, that dude doesn't look like he's breaking down anytime soon. But, I mean, I'm kind of buying it. I know nothing to go off of, but he just feels like he could very well be a Raven.
There was definitely some talk. I mean, I have some friends on the Titans and have been around for a long time, and there was so much talk that there was no way that there wasn't something going on.
Yeah, too much. There's too much.
There was too many rumors. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So it was like, all this talk about Derrick, there's got to be, they were trying to wheel and deal something, I would imagine. To me, Derrick, I said this kind of during the season, if you got Derrick, we have to get rid of Gus. They're like, in my opinion, they're the same player. Like, they're downhill, they're touchdown scorers. They don't wow you in the open field with catching balls and things like that. They can do it, but their bread and butter is give me the rock, let me run a power, let me run a lead, let me run an ISO, and get going downfield. And so now with the potential, not picking up Gus's contract, the Derrick thing is definitely looking more and more. I feel like he's for sure going to be out of Tennessee. I don't think he's going back. Yeah, I think he's done there.
Well, he had the farewell. He said thank you to everyone, and that's usually the telling sign. They got a new head coach coming in, and Derrick. It's not that he's a young running back anymore, but again, when he's working out, it's like what I mean. His workouts are still ridiculous, stupid.
I mean, I tweeted out earlier today. At this point, it's almost feels like penciling Derrick Henry in at the running spot position for the Ravens, the way that, we talk about when there's smoke, usually there's fire. There is so much smoke going on about this stuff.
It's been months.
Yeah, before the deadline. Then it was, they agreed on something and it was vetoed. And then it was like, okay, the Ravens still want a running back with pedigree, and they are connected to each other in every update or report. And it really does just feel like at this point, does it happen? I'm not sure, but it seems, will be talking, and there will be mutual interest from reports.
I feel like something has to happen in that room for us because, Keaton's going to be out for a while.
Gus is gone.
Gus, they're not bringing, they didn't pick up his contract, so likelihood of him coming back is pretty low. JK's coming off a torn Achilles. What are they going to do with him? Agent. They didn't pick up his fifth. A guy who also hasn't played a ton. Great football player, and I love JK. But that's just the reality. And then we got we're left with is Justice Hill right now, which also an unbelievable player and showed this year. I think he can do a lot of stuff, especially on third down, being a running back. But we run the ball.
I think even Justice Hill could probably tell you that a room where he is the only running back on the roster would probably it would probably not go well.
If that was the case, you probably hit your 3 touchdown prop a bunch more times.
And then I think another guy that no one's talking about much is what happens with Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
because that is a guy that's a veteran that kind of falls between the cracks. Like, he was only here for a few weeks, but it seemed like he really enjoyed his time here. And definitely, if there was an offer, a competitive offer,
I could definitely see them bringing him back for sure, especially with the injuries and stuff that we have.
I think so.
What I could also see happening too, when we get closer to the draft and we got this monitor here and free agency, all that, the amount of stuff we're going to do up here, which is going to be so much fun. But I just feel it's going to be a battle between the Harbaughs for Blake Corum out of Michigan.
Yeah.
I just have like a feeling, where is he going? Is he going to LA or is he going to Baltimore? That's actually like where I think that the draft is a serious possibility for the team. They're always looking to upgrade, and we're finding out you can never have enough depth at the position, and you can turn it over quickly. And that, I don't like the devalue the running back position because we've seen how great Derrick Henry's been. You see the dynamic play of Saquon Barkley and Jonathan Taylor. And I know I'm not talking about every back, but you get my point, right?
We've had a lot of movement the last 4 years since I've been on the team in the running back room. We've had a lot of injuries. We've had a lot of guys. I feel like we've had Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, Dalvin Cook. It's just been like
it's a revolving door.
We had, oh my God, what was the running back for the Falcons?
Devonta Freeman.
Yeah,
Devonta Freeman.
My guy, that's my guy.
We've had so many guys coming in that door. Todd Gurley came in for a workout. And we've had unfortunate series of events with our running backs. So we're definitely going to look to add protection there.
I think something's going to change in the room. I mean, I don't think you bring every single guy back. And look, Gus has been the beacon of consistency for the Ravens over the course of his career, but we can say, I mean, his yards per carry average this year fell off by almost a full yard. And, I know, it's only 1 yard, but it's per carry. That's a lot. And I'm not saying Gus was bad this year. I mean, obviously, he was a big guy in the red zone.
He scored a lot of 1 yard touchdowns.
He did not have more than 6 touchdowns in the season before this year. He had 13. It's just skyrocket, more than double. And the thing with JK is I just think that sometimes fresh starts are good. I think JK is going to be really good. I just don't know if it's going to be in Baltimore. I just think that ship might have sailed, which is unfortunate because I think he still has that potential. But I just think for both sides, maybe JK's like, look, I just need to get out of here and get a fresh start. Yeah. And for the Ravens, is like the whole hold out. I don't know what it was officially.
The holding in while holding out. Which is my new favorite variation of holdouts. Is the hold in.
Hold in.
I'm going to practice and do everything, but except some things I'm not going to do.
But you know what stinks with that? Like JK, when the Ravens drafted him, he's probably one of the players I was most excited about that came to Baltimore.
Yeah, for 6 yards of carry his rookie year.
That 2020 season, man, he was a really good player.
I wouldn't even say just coming out of the draft. I would say going into every single year since he's been here, he's been one of the most exciting. Even coming to this year, it was J.K. Dobbins' revenge tour. How's J.K. going to do, coming off this knee? Every year, it's like, okay,
he played good in that first game, too.
Exactly.
Like he scored a
touchdown.
He played well. He looked
so
really good. And then
he looked like J.K. Dobbins.
Just a shitty deal. I mean, I went through the same thing.
It's fucking Achilles, man.
It sucks, bro. Dude. It's all the best players in the league were getting it this year. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Top of the list.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, I was going to say, besides J.K. Dobbins coming to the Ravens, that being excited, Nick Moore coming to the Ravens,
huge.
I was
fired up.
It was huge news. I mean, honestly.